Hey, I'm Guy. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the biggest concerns of e-bike owners, e-bike theft. It's sadly something we hear about a lot, and it's an issue that has impacted many of us directly. Yes, even juiced employees and business partners have had their e-bikes stolen, and that includes some very high-profile celebrities too. So how exactly can you prevent e-bike theft? Well, everyone has a method for protecting their bike. And there are plenty of ways you can reduce the odds of your e-bike being stolen. But ultimately, it's your responsibility to do everything you possibly can to stop a potential thief. Here are our top 5 tips for protecting your e-bike. First, you want to be sure to get a good bike lock and use it. No lock is unbreakable, so look for ones with the highest security rating. The average amount of time it takes to cut through one bike lock is about 1 minute. If you want extra protection, use 2 locks together. Remember, you're doing everything you can to make a thief not want to steal your bike. Does 2 locks seem excessive? Maybe, but if someone comes up to your bike with bolt cutters, it's going to take them longer to cut through 2 locks. It's also important to use proper technique when locking a bike to a fixed object. If you're using a U-lock, we recommend putting it through the frame and not just the front wheel. This will help prevent someone from removing the front wheel and taking the bike. If you're using 2 locks, put the second lock through the wheel and the frame if possible. Next, and this is pretty basic but very important. If you're not using your bike, make sure it's in a secure location. One of our riders switched to juiced after his first e-bike was stolen. His story is very common. He rode to his friend's house, left it unattended for just a few minutes. Someone had followed him in his own neighborhood and stole the bike when it was out of sight. If you're not riding, leave your e-bike in a garage with the door closed or bring it inside if you're able to. Basically, never leave your e-bike unattended without locking it, even for a few minutes. If you're traveling with your bike on the back of your vehicle, lock it. Some bike thieves are known to follow you in their car, and when you're stopped at a light or in traffic, they'll jump out and steal your bike right off the rack. If you have to leave your bike in a public area, be sure to use a good bike lock and put it in a high visibility area. We never recommend hiding your bike away from public view, as that would give someone more time without as many people around to steal it. Also, if you have to leave your bike unattended outside, remove the battery and bring it with you, as that's the most expensive part of your e-bike. Besides locking your bike and keeping it in a secure location, it's very important to have a good alarm. Some of our hyper models come equipped with an alarm, but we also sell a separate horn alarm accessory that you can add to any of our bike models. If anyone touches your bike when it's set, it makes a very loud noise. This immediately draws attention to the thief and hopefully stops them from stealing your bike. It's super important that you know we don't recommend just using the alarm. It's vital to use an alarm and a lock. We've seen security video from one of our own riders that shows a thief trying to steal a juice bike, but the activated alarm successfully scared them away. Of course, we can't guarantee this will always prevent theft, but it's an outstanding deterrent. A GPS tracker is also a great accessory to have on your e-bike for added protection in case it does get taken. There are many great options like the Apple AirTag, which can be easily hidden on the bike. Our new battery design that will be rolling out on all models soon even features a hidden compartment specifically for an Apple AirTag. Finally, and this might be the most important tip, your only way of guaranteeing the recovery of a stolen bike is with bike insurance. Check your homeowner's insurance to see if they have a separate policy that covers e-bike theft. If they don't, there are other options for insuring your bike like Velosurance. Be sure to write down your bike serial number, and if you can, register it with your local law enforcement agency, so there's absolutely no confusion about who owns the e-bike. From locking your e-bike, to keeping it in a secured location, to using an alarm and obtaining e-bike insurance. These are all important steps to minimize the risk of an e-bike being stolen. And if it is stolen, helping you recover the bike as quickly as possible. Remember, e-bike security and theft protection is ultimately the rider's responsibility. We hate hearing even a single story of a customer dealing with the loss of their bike and want to do everything possible to ensure your e-bike is secure and ready for you to ride. For even more e-bike tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. See you next time.